Day 43. Yes, day 43. Going live every single day of 2026 for at least 30 minutes. So, we have not missed yet. I don't plan on missing, but we're going to have a good time. I'm much earlier today because on Thursdays, typically I start these streams at about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is usually what works best for me. That is usually the time that has worked best, and that's what I've been doing. Blur, why so early? Yes, I am early because I have rehearsal tonight, and I said on the Tuesday stream that Tuesdays and Thursdays I will have to show up. I'm going to test showing up early. And yeah, that is why. So we're testing it today, seeing how it's going, and then I have rehearsal to go to. That's what's up. Alex, what's up? Early day, yep. You just got out of school. That's crazy, Blur. You just got out of school? Insane. Alex, need to come back to tennis soon. Alex, I just need to... Whoa, what is happening to my computer? Okay, that was weird. My computer started freaking out on me. Need to come back soon. At some point, I hope I can. I don't know when I'll be able to, Alex, but I hope I can. Jacob? No. Fun, you're driving home. Nice, Blur. Slap sessions have been absolute cinema. Okay. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been seeing in the group chat. I know I've been missing out, but I will have to... I'll get back out there eventually. We'll see. Maybe one of the days I'm not needed at rehearsal on Tuesday, I can just slot myself in tennis and I'll be like, guys, I'm back for that night. Blur, you're not even home, still in the car. All right. Shark, good afternoon. When do I play tennis? Shark, I typically play tennis usually Tuesday nights. That is when I have a giant group of friends and we usually all go out and play together. It's a great time. We do it for 2 hours. And yeah, we usually have very much fun. But since I started a musical that I'm in, I haven't been able to get out there as much recently. However, I'll get back out on that court. I know I will. I got stuff I want to do, and I enjoy it. So we'll see when I get back out there. It should be very soon, from what I'm thinking. But we're good, man. Blur, now you're home. Nice. Emily, you're in school. Then why are you here? What? You're in school. Come on. Shark sounds like fun. Thank you, Shark. I think it is. Shark, are you a player? Do you get to play as well? Blur, some schools allow phones and such. Well, yeah, Blur, I know some schools do, but at the same time, it's like if you're at school, I would think you would want to be not on your phone, especially if you're in the middle of learning something. Some people may not be that way, but that's what I would think. Shark, you're working from home, watching the stream. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. You prefer playing basketball? That is completely fair, dude. I played basketball for years when I was younger, and when I was around the same height as all the other kids. And then after that, I just found tennis. So that's for me. Yours does not allow phones. It is a law. You're on your school computer. You know they can track that, right? Okay. Sure, you only played tennis when we were forced to in school. That's fair. Same here for the phone thing, Phoenix. Guys. Yeah, I think that's insane how schools made it law that the kids cannot be on their phones at school. That to me is crazy. I've always said I don't enjoy how I got out of high school, but I do enjoy when I got out of high school. Because after that, it just seemed like it went even worse. from when I graduated. Derek, yes, we are early today. I have rehearsal tonight, and I didn't want to keep everyone extremely waiting like I have before, so I'm testing out an earlier stream time today just to see how it goes, and we shall see what happens. Makes you low-key hate it. I mean, I probably would too. Right? Yeah, they're acting like it's they're acting like it's a weapon. They kind of are, Riley. It's insane. Mteka, what's up? I'm doing good, man. What's going on with you? How have you been? It's been quite a while since you've been able to show up. And they act. Then the schools also act like the kids aren't just gonna use it anyway. They they don't win in this situation, from what I've seen. Have you been busy? That's fair, bro. Ryan won't be on because of work, most likely, or something. All good, Riley. I'm not necessarily expecting too many of the regulars to be here just because it's such a different time. I completely understand that. I just wanted to try out the earlier stream because like I've said, rehearsals run late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I want to see how the earlier time does, and in order to, see what happens, see how it goes, just change it up a little. Abdul, you're told to try new things to get out of your comfort zone. Yesterday, you played football, first time since high school. Unfortunately, you fell down, heavy on your left wrist, and you got yourself injured. You're wearing wrist support right now. Well, Abdul, at least you got out there. At least you did play. It was not the best thing that you got injured. I'll admit that's not the greatest. But you at least got out there. You did something different, and then you just got to try it. It's not bad, bro. Congrats. Thanks. Anyway, I'm gonna do something productive. Make a Valentine. For a grade, you don't have a Valentine. Have a great stream and tell Kirby I said hi. Will do, Phoenix. Thanks for stopping by. Riley, he showed you picture of horses. Is he actually buying another horse? Mteka, trying to find a great Syngut for your 10-year-old. Mteka, what are you using now? What Syngut are you using now? Because most all of them are pretty much the same, in my opinion. There's very few that are different enough to where your kid's probably going to notice a difference. Blur, you're here? Yeah, you are here. Currently on the way home, though. Yes. I'm saying you're using the Technifiber Syngut? Gotcha. If you're using the Technifiber one, let's see. Ew. Why does it come in a 15L? That's disgusting. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Why are you wanting your kid to switch from it, or are you just wondering how other ones are going to play? Or is he breaking it too often? Okay, I got homework to do. Bye-bye. See you, Blur. Good luck with the homework. L, long time no see. Long time no see, L. How you been? Alexander. Greetings, sir. What is up, buddy? So this tennis question here. What's the question, my man? Ask away. Used Hulk. How does non-living material create living beings that have consciousness? What? I don't know. What are you talking about? Emmett, because the Syngut is stiff. Almost all the Synguts are going to be stiff just in terms of like they're not going to be the easiest on the arm. If you want something like that, then you're probably going to have to switch him Yeah, if you're looking for something softer and more powerful, you're pretty much going to have to switch him to multi-filaments unless you're using a 17 gauge string, or unless you switch him to a 17 gauge string and lower the tension. But I would probably say the easier option is just switching to multi-filaments. They are going to break a little bit quicker just because they're softer, but they'll be easier on his arm. They're more powerful, and it's just going to feel a little bit better for him depending upon what he feels actually playing with it. But I would probably say moving from synthetic gut to multi-filament is the sweet spot you might be looking for. Let's see. Abdul, you want to stay in your dorm and study all the time. You want to graduate in one piece. Abdul, that is fair. Studying is important. You have to make sure that you are able to get everything down. You got all the wisdom, all the necessary knowledge for college. But you do at some point, sometimes, very rarely, maybe go touch some grass. It's good for everyone as we continue to, hide more and more in our house. Don, what's up? How we doing? Sarah, what do I think about lining up your Leela two with the back knee, coil up and build momentum from the back leg? What? A little elbow, maybe her shoulder, which is it? Alexander, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what you're talking about because I'm not a playing professional. I don't know about coaching in terms of actual physically coaching you how to hit the ball. So that is why that's something that I'm not the expert in. So I don't think I can help you with that one, buddy. All right. Riley, you feel like day streams may result in more tennis questions than at night? Just a little prediction. Probably, Riley. We'll see. So far, that is holding true. Xander, you got your 11-year-old on synthetic 50 pounds. You believe in the VCore 26. Nice, Alexander. Rose, holy early stream, you almost missed it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Rose. Yes. It was an earlier stream, like I said, because I am trying to not have everyone waiting and just absolutely going crazy. Well, not crazy, but I'm trying to have it to where this works out so people aren't waiting for me all night and wondering, oh, is he going to do it? Especially since I have rehearsals tonight. All right, cool. Rose, my nose is shiny. I don't know. I just got out of the shower recently, so my skin is probably still red from that. Maybe that's what it is. Hi, Rose. Awesome with the color and shirt on you. Well, thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. I felt like being fancy tonight for no reason at all, but just because I could. All right, cool. Yeah. All right. Don, can I explain what a box beam is? So if you're in reference to a tennis racket, typically box beams just mean that the racket is rectangular instead of being a little bit more oval or a little bit more rounded. So you can sometimes feel that a box beam with a tennis racket can be a little bit stiffer. Some people feel that. You can see that in rackets such as I believe it's the Dunlop CX200, and then there are a few others. I think, nah, I think that's the only big one that comes to my head right away. But it's just a different type of beam. Most of the regular tennis rackets, which are a little bit more round, those do tend to be a little bit less stiff, so a little bit easier on the arm. So that way they can just flex a little bit easier. So that's usually what I would say. Most people, if you're getting into a box beam versus a non-box beam, or if you're just getting to more of a rounded one, that's at that point you're getting very, very particular. So I would say that box beam, like I said, a little bit stiffer. It just feels a little bit different. And yeah, it's just up to personal preference at that point. Now, granted, that is not the best answer. It's not a question I get often, so my brain's kind of like trying to think back and figure it fully out while I'm doing this. So with that, it's just a different way they make the racket to make it feel and play a little bit different. It's just personal preference if you like it or not. My opinion on it. Charlie, hello. It's surprising I'm doing a live stream early in the morning. Yes. Well, it's not early in the morning for me. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon for me personally. But yes, I'm here early. I have rehearsal tonight, and that is why I'm here, just to make sure that I get the live stream in and people are not waiting on me tonight. Donna's so Riley, that's crazy. No, yes, crazy. Thanks again for the answer in time. Gotta get back to work. Deuces from Michael. All right, Alexander. See you, buddy. Good luck with them. Thank you. Right. See anything about your nose? That was Riley. Yeah, he's already on anything about you. Hello. Last night, Bill tried to and found your channel in the comment. What? Vince, how in the world is B Roadie streaming this early? The sun is still up, but man is streaming. Yes, Vince, the sun is up. This man is streaming. We are here to get the stream in and, see how it goes. I haven't done a very early stream that often. The one of the few times I did, I still have the picture of this on my phone. I think it's like 20 minutes into doing the stream. There was 0 people in here. So I took a picture of it. I was like, man, that's crazy. But I wanted to get this in because I have rehearsal tonight and I don't want people to be waiting. So here we are. Rose also joined the school. It's saying it's pending. Do you accept when you see it? Okay. I will do that, Rose. Thank you for letting me know. Riley. You tried picking at your deep welding burn on your face. It's just a giant scab and you want to pick at it. Riley, why you want to do that? That's crazy. Shelly, what's up? How we doing? What are some good cheap multis? So I personally like Head Velocity. That one's a little bit more powerful, but that one's going to feel slightly stiffer just because of the extra coating that's on it. But I personally like that one. Now, this is also going to change depending upon where you live in the world because different companies have different prices. All the prices all of the prices I say are always going to be in USD just because that is what I live. That is where I live, and that's what I have always known. But Head Velocity, that seems to be a very good one typically. There's Wilson Sensation. I'm looking through a list of them right now just to see. There is Solinco Vanquish. I believe, is their multi-filament. I like that one a lot too. Yeah, Vanquish is their multi-filament. And then Babolat has Addiction is their cheap one, I think, but it's still that one to me. It's like, yeah, it's okay, it's there, but I don't usually recommend Addiction a lot just because I like Head Velocity, Wilson Sensation, or Solenko Vanquish a little bit more than I do Babolat Addiction. Bro, what is happening? I click all streams. That's stupid. Anyway, what's Technofiber's cheap one? HD, Biface, track. Yeah, or Technofiber Multi-Feel. That one does good as well. Who is it? That one does as good as well, M. So any of those four I personally like. It just depends on which one you want to do. I'd say the two softest ones or the two easiest on the arm are probably going to be the Technofiber Multi-Feel and the Solenko Vanquish. And yeah, just because those were the two big things you were looking at. But it looks like Head Velocity is going to be the least expensive, but they're all around the same price, between $10 to $13 USD. Do I have a pet? Yes, 2 dogs. Austin, that's crazy. How did the fight go? Vince, is that why the hair is immaculately done for the rehearsal? I wouldn't say it's immaculately done. I would just say that I want it to be presentable because I'm going out into the world. Rose, Bill Connett, community post saying he's going to I'll bring baby wrapped in tinfoil. Bill's crazy. Layla, hi, you're single again. Layla, I didn't know you were in a relationship before this. What happened? Top 15 PGA Pro players combined is back at it, baby. What's up, Rob? How we doing? Dawn, what racket do I actually use right now or like the most? So, Dawn, there's two that I typically use the most right now. One of them is the Yonex Percept 100D. I have used the Head Speed Pro before in the past, which is another 100 square inch head size with a more dense string pattern. The Speed Pro is an 18 by 20, but the Yonex Percept 100D is an 18 by 19. So it's a little bit more player friendly. And so that's one of the reasons why I liked it. And it was only, and the Yonex Percept 100D is only 10.8 ounces unstrung or 305 grams unstrung. So for me, it was a good all-around pick. And then if I'm not using that racket, I am going to be using the Solenko Blackout 300 version 2. That one really surprised me about how it played because for version 1, it felt very flimsy. Not very flimsy, but it felt not stable because of the because it didn't have the foam in the racket itself. And so now, by them adding the foam into the Blackout V2, to me it was easier on the arm, it was more stable, and it just felt a lot better to play with. So that was the one that really surprised me. I was kind of leaning towards the Percept 100D to begin with before I even bought it because I had tried it before. I was like, this is great. But now with the Blackout, those two I go back and forth between just because I like both of them a lot. Rob, one day we'll get to see the rack of 30 plus. One day, Rob. Predictions come true, the prophecy is chosen. Okay, Riley. What prophecy? Delio, why so early? It is so early because I have rehearsal tonight and I'm trying to not have everyone be here until like 11:30 to midnight again because I have to work tomorrow. That's why. His rehearsal later and didn't want people waiting. B Rhodes, you think you're getting swayed by the Wilson Python, bro? Vince, why are you getting swayed by the Python, bro? Yeah, he considered you sitting within 5 feet of your ex not talking to be cheating. That's crazy, Layla. That's really crazy. Uses head speed. Wow, Raw. Sounds like Leia picked some. What? Just get a racket. Replace what? All right. I'm going to go by Riley. Probably have more tennis questions in a day. Yeah. But it's cool. Python is so stiff and responsive. Just how you like it. Whoa. Pause. Whoa, Vince. Pause. That's crazy. Don, interest choices. We don't have the Percept or any Slinkos here. Well, Don, where are you at? What you got over there? All right. While Don ponders that, I'm gonna be right back. The two dogs I mentioned earlier, that they seem to be yelling at something, and I am going to make sure that they are okay. I'm gonna be right back. But while I'm gone, my co-host is gonna take over the show for me. So, because we're at a different time, there may be some new people here. If you don't know, I actually have a co-host that helps me do these live streams. He is here to make sure that chat stays good. He monitors everything, makes sure everyone has a good time, doesn't do anything too crazy. Now, this guy you've seen before in my streams if you've been here. For those of you who don't, he's someone new you've probably never seen before, but please help me in introducing and welcoming my co-host and my friend, the giant pink blob you never knew you needed to see, co-host Kirby. So, co-host Kirby, he's going to monitor chat while I'm gone, checking on these pooches, and I'll be right back. So, I'll be right back. Be nice to him. All right. I'm back. They are good. They are not fighting or biting anything. Rose, you slept for 3 hours last night. Taking a nap right now. If I missed it, you didn't wake up and check your phone. Okay. Last night you finally decided to check your messages. You had 8:10. You haven't looked at them since January 28th. That's crazy, Rose. Huh. Rob Wilson. Rob's a Wilson fan, apparently. Okay. Rose, yes, you're ghosting everyone, but you're here every day. Well, thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. Playful bro, you just joined Wise Kirby here profile. Kirby was here because I had to go check on the dogs. They were barking and screaming, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay, and everything was okay. So we're good. That's why Kirby was here. He was monitoring chat. Angel, yo, why stream right now? Looking fancy? Well, Angel, I'm streaming right now because, as you may remember, I have rehearsal tonight. So, I'm not wanting people to wait for me because I won't get home until at least 9:30 or anything. And then I have work in the morning where I have to be up very early. So, got it in earlier today. We're here. We're getting it done. We have a good time. We're trying a different time to see how it goes. Because Tuesdays and Thursdays, it'll probably have to be like this, but every other day it'll be back to the normal, like 8:30 p.m. So yeah, just to see. And then the reason I'm looking fancy is because I just wanted to look fancy. I got out of the shower and I was like, you know what? We're going to look semi-presentable today. So here we are. Ninjago, hello. How we doing? You're taking your priorities seriously. That's crazy, Rose. Angel, you're so confused. Angel, oh, yeah. He's a busy man. Okay, cool. You look nice. Well, thank you, Angel. I appreciate it. Annabelle, hello. How are you? Dan's gonna be sad he missed. I feel like this would be better for Daniel because it's not going to be at like 3 in the morning for him. If anything, it'd be like midnight, maybe 11. Annabelle, you have to leave in like 20 minutes for a softball tryout. Well, Annabelle, good luck with the tryout. You're going to do great. Don't you even fret about it. You're going to have a good time. Thanks for stopping by here first, though. But you're going to do amazing. Don't worry. We're pretty sure he's not around. You had to get on to David. Why did you have to get on to David? I know what you mean, but that's crazy. Annabelle, who's Daniel? Annabelle, Daniel is Angel's boyfriend. Are you guys there? I would assume you guys are there already, just based off how you've been chatting. Correct me if I'm wrong, Angel, but I think I'm right. Rose, oh yeah, as I said, I checked your messages. You did not respond. You're going through your hibernation period. Rose, what does a hibernation period entail? Age of the whole floor thing, it was bad. Some video was very unsolicited. Not yet. Ew. That's gross. Not yet, you wish. Kind of wants to go slow. Weren't you two? Hold on. Weren't you two saying? I know Delia and Luke were saying I love you last night. Weren't you two saying the same thing? See, if you're saying that, I don't see how you skip. I don't see how you skip the dating phase and you go to that. How does that make sense? Daniel is always presented as a smart gentleman, a man who's got his mind in the correct order. How did he get this one wrong? Or at least, what was the directions he was taking with this? Rose, did you save your energy by not socializing? Okay, interesting. Reach that point somehow, but not dating. Tyler, hello, you have something important that you would like to share. Tyler, as long as it is appropriate, you can share. Which is crazy, right? Wait, so people in chat are dating each other? I guess sometimes some of them are, some of them aren't, Rose. I don't know anymore. I thought some of them were, but apparently they're not now. Angel, I don't even know. You want to be official, but he wants to wait a bit. Girl, what? That doesn't make sense. He's literally staying up until 3 to 5 in the morning just to talk to you. What does he mean he wants to wait a bit? What? Tyler, that's crazy. Fire. Trying to get in on the team. Yes, Rose, Delia, and Luke. Riley and someone else. I'm sure. Say who, but you and Daniel are kind of. Angel, you know you're going crazy. Angel, I know who Riley's dating. Like, I figured that out pretty quick. Rose, so it's like a situationship. She told me. She didn't even have to tell me. I just figured it out. I was like, okay. Not sure if she wants others to know. That's fair. But Rose, I guess you could call this a situationship between Angel and Daniel, just because this is a situation, and they're not in a relationship yet, technically. But I don't know. They live in completely different countries, so they haven't seen each other to begin with. Cool, Tyler. Should yell at Daniel for you. Girl, that is between you and him. I am not jumping in the middle of that. The shirt looks nice. Well, thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. Auditions are Saturday? Girl. That's fun. What song are you gonna sing? Or is it just a play? Plus, you gotta get your lines memorized. Do you have to do a monologue? Like, explain. Rose, oh wow. But yeah, saying I love you without being official doesn't make sense. People do fall in love, but if both parties are in, why not make it official? Interesting. You know the song that plays at the beginning of the movie? That one, some monologue. What's the song that plays at the beginning of the movie? Is it Tale as Old as Time? No, that's Beauty and the Beast. This is where I'll say, I don't understand this generation. Yes, I am a part of it. What's the opening song to Cinderella? Do you want to be? You think it's just called Cinderella? Is it from the musical or is it from the movie? The movie. I don't know. I haven't watched Cinderella since I was a senior in high school because I had to watch it one summer for a project I was doing. And so I don't know what the exact song is. How long has it been since you two know each other, if you don't mind me asking? We'll see. We'll see. Angel, either way, you're gonna do great. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna have a great audition. And who knows, you may even just get Cinderella. Should you dye your hair just for this? You want to go blonde anyways? No. Do not dye your hair until you have been given a part, if you are even going to dye your hair. Just go as you are, and then depending upon what part you get, you can potentially dye your hair. If anything, it would probably just be easier depending upon how dark your hair is or where your hair is at. It might just even be easier just to wear the Cinderella wig rather than just dyeing your hair completely blonde. And by the way, why do you want to go blonde? What's the reasoning behind that? Just cause? Rose, how should you take this? Take what? Your comment? Rose, they've known each other for like what, 2 or 3 months now. So when you and Daniel actually met each other, Rose, right? 2 or 3 months? Yeah. No, not that. What, the generation one? What about the generation comment, Rose? If that's the one you're talking about, I may be missing something. Just let me recontent. Might not gone through. Rose, Daniel, you've been here in the streams when Daniel has shown up. Yeah, Daniel, he lives in the Netherlands, and he has been, he's been in the stream pretty consistently, and you've been in the stream at the same time with him, Rose, because his name is Daniel on there, or like the YouTube name has Daniel in it, at least. It might just say something else right after it, though. Yeah, his last name? Okay. Yeah. Angel, what do we think about Luke? I don't know. I've never met the kid. As Delia said last night, she's the talker and Luke just is there sometimes. He's watching. I told Bill if you want to talk about Bruno for a cigar, I'm done. If not, I'm out. So we can talk about Bruno for 7 hours. Yeah, Rose, I did not see that. I did not see that one. That's insane. Talking about me for 7 hours? Redonkulous. I did see Bill impersonate me, though. That was funny. He impersonated me last night. I'm sure, though, they seem cute. We'll find out, Angel. We won't know unless they actually meet together, because they live in different states. Bill's so fun. He is quite hilarious. You were in his live. He was just being Bill. Yeah. Rose, on stream? You wouldn't know. This was said under your community post. Yeah, Rose, Bill on his YouTube channel, the one he comments under, he went live last night after I did, and he was talking and he was impersonating me. I got to see some of it. It was quite funny. But I think he took that live stream down already, so I don't think you can find it anymore. Angel is cool. I thought Angel, if you saw it, I thought if you saw the live stream where he was impersonating me, I thought when he put the glasses on, I thought that was hilarious. He's like, oh, he's going full out on this. I don't know why Bill loves talking about buying. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why he's into that. Rose. Okay, yeah, you fell asleep soon after my stream and you woke up around 3 a.m. Why'd you wake up at 3 a.m., Rose? Angel's just laughing. My drawers are clean? No, they're not. There's still stuff sticking out. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. My chair was just hiding it. Janito would almost be proud. Unless you're not subscribed to more than 5 people, as you've mentioned before, so you have no clue when who does what. That's fair, Rose. That's very fair. Layla, early today? Yes, Layla, we are early today. Because if I tried doing it tonight, it would be very late and it would be very short. So we're here now. What's up? You and Angel can plan your girls' day now, since you're both here. Hey, you've no idea. Woke up at 3 a.m. feeling hot. Got up, washed up, etc. Very nice, Rose. That's crazy that you just being that hot while in bed woke you up. That's weird. But okay. Leia, you like the beard? Well, I thank you. I appreciate it. I grew it myself. Riley, welcome back. How we doing? Leia, you're so proud. Why, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. Rose, you have the windows open for a few hours to cool down your room, even though it's under negative 10 degrees there. Dang. It's still that cold where you're at, Rose? That's insane. This week we had temperatures in like the upper 50s, which is redonkulous. Layla, why are you sleepy? For you it's 4:30. What? Did you stay up all night texting your new boyfriend? Is that why you're sleepy? Carl, what's my max on bench? I don't know, Carl. I really don't. Rice Samesy. I don't know. I was in the same time zone as. But actually, you didn't. We aren't dating yet. Girl, you've gone on more than one date. I would say you are dating. You even let him kiss you. I'd say you're dating. Yeah, you're tired, but you gotta finish your painting. Look, Yeah, we are almost. He might ask you on Sunday. What do you mean? Ask you on? What do you what? What do you mean? It's -11 at the moment, and tomorrow will be -15, which is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you're using Celsius. Okay. Yeah, because you're in Canada. Okay. That's that's still really cold. So, good luck with that. Yeah, that's what one of your friends hinted at. Crazy. Well, it's over 70 degrees in Texas. Well, good for you. It's not here. We're at least half of that. Well, we're lower than half of that where I'm at. You'll be right back. All right. Yeah, this watch's battery is dead. So sad. Especially because I don't think I have another one. Or know how to replace it. Whereas it's fine, you just like the heat, but you don't like the snow either. It gets dirty looking after some time. True. See, I personally, I'd rather be cold than I would be hot. But there's to a point where it's just like, nah. I've seen enough. At least for now. Riley, you love snow so much. Yeah. Snow's pretty cool. Snow is great. Ice is awful. Riley, my room is clean. What? Is it? Mm. It's true, and this winter feels too long. Yeah, I would agree with that, Rose. We're in February now. Winter can start to move along. Rose, snow is pretty cool. Pun intended, pun unintended. It just ended up what I said. Rose, winter will be where you are until May. Ooh. Good luck with that. Especially if you're staying around the negatives. Good luck with that. Rose, yes, it snows until end of April and will snow again in October to November. April. So you got like 5 to 6 months where it doesn't snow. Okay. Not bad. Rather, well, this should all pass by March or April. Probably. We shall see. Who knows? It may even go sooner, Riley. At least for us. We'll find out. Rose, yeah, 5 months. Nice. May and June, spring here, July, August, and summer. Nice. Your weather's a bit kinder here. Yeah, we have a little bit more of all 4 of the seasons throughout the year, Riley, compared to Canada. Not th- not too bad though. Where's your shirt? Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. So, March feels like spring, and May through August is summer. I feel like May could also. I feel like you could also throw May into the. You could also throw May into the spring. But yeah, August is summer, and then September hits. It's time for fall. And I'm like, yeah, fall is pretty cool. Maybe throw in September to December mix. Zero plans for the rest of the day today. Nice Rose. Nice chill day, it sounds like. September and October are fall for us. Gotcha. September can't decide if it wants to be fall or summer. Yeah, September never knows what it wants. At all. It's not nice. You need to be doing something 24/7. Well, Rose, what do you want to be doing? I know you don't. I know you don't like reading, so that's out. But I'm assuming you're at home. So what do you want to be doing? Even if that means to sit here overthinking, that's still some paint. Rose definitely takes up time. I'm at home, you probably clean your room and go from there. Well, there you go. You got a plan. You finish your painting too, but you're too unmotivated. Riley, just finish it. You're probably not. You're probably even not even that far from being done. Just get it over with. Because as soon as you start, you know you're going to finish it. Rosewood paint, but she doesn't have any more canvases. Huh. So, still don't want to yet. Maybe later. Riley, just go and paint like, just go and paint one brush stroke. And then after you do that, if you still don't want to paint, you can stop. You're a procrastinator. Yeah. Just do one brush stroke, and then if you want to stop, you can stop. You put away half your clothes yesterday. You still have to go through. You still have to go through the rest of them. Right? Then you took all your paints out for nothing then? No, Riley, the point is that if you just go and you get everything done and you do one brush stroke, your brain's going to recognize, oh, as it just did, I got all my paints out, I did one brush stroke, I might as well do the next one. And then you can keep going and look, boom, now you're painting. Boom. You're ready to go. You want to add cleaning to the situation. Sensitivity. There you go, Rose. You found stuff to do. May have been chores, but hey, you found stuff to do. Probably too early. Anyways. Just do it. Playing after painting is the worst. I'm gonna take a nap. Alright, Riley. Have fun with your nap. I'm so sorry I'm going to butcher your name. But... Locke? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I know I'm saying it wrong, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Please tell me how to, though. Hey, quick question. Your thoughts on Wilson Clash Pro 100 versus Wilson Burn V5? So, Locke, it depends on which version of the Burn we're looking at. If we're looking at the Wilson Burn 100S V5, or if we're looking at the Wilson Burn 100 V5. If we're looking at the S of the Burn is going to give you the most spin, the most power, and yeah, it's going to be the most spin, most power out of all of them. The Burn in itself is going to be a little bit stiffer than the Clash, so the racket's already designed to be a little bit more powerful, but it's also going to be a little bit harder on your arm. If you go with the Burn 100S, you're also going to be breaking string a lot quicker. So if that's a problem for you, or you break string constantly right now, Burn's probably just going to like exacerbate that even further and make it even worse. So that's where if you've tried the Burn before, or if you've used one, you like how it plays, but you don't want to be breaking string constantly, then the Burn 100 V5 would do you just fine. That one, again, compared to the Clash 100 Pro, a little bit stiffer, so a little bit more powerful, but it has the normal 16 by 19 string pattern, so that way it's going to be pretty standard and play like how most other rackets will feel, and you can usually, save quite a bit of money. Clash 100 Pro, on the other hand, this one's probably going to have the most control because it usually has, I believe it has the 16 by 20 string pattern, so that's going to help give you the control, the ball a little bit more. It's going to be the heaviest of all of the rackets that you mentioned, or all the rackets that were mentioned. So you have to be able to swing it a little bit easier, a little bit harder, as well as it's going to be the easiest on your arm. So if you have injuries like tennis elbow, you have wrist injuries, shoulder injuries, or anything like that, the Clash is going to be the better racket in terms of helping you get rid of that or helping you get over that, just because of how flexible it is. So the Clash 100 Pro is also going to be harder to use because of that string pattern and the weight and how flexible it is than the Burn is in itself. So it depends on how long you've been playing. It also depends upon what you want the racket to help you with. But those are the basic ways to think through the Burns versus the Clash. And if you have anything more specific you would want to know about either of them, let me know, and I can dive a little deeper for you. But I hope that helped. Rose, last time you painted, you ended up painting your table. Paint comes off. But anything you were practicing down the table itself, it stayed there for about a week. You did not want to clean it. Rose. I know how that feels. I do. Doing, like, you have to do something, but then not actually doing it. I know how that feels. I'm always working, or when I catch myself doing that, I try to work on it to get better at just doing the thing, because it's not good for me to leave it there, for me personally, because I know what it's doing to me. But yeah, it's crazy. Angel back. Welcome back. Angel, you actually like the tennis talk? That's crazy. I would not have thought that, Angel. Ian did not.
Where is he? I haven't seen Phoenix in a while. I don't know where he ended up going. He just kind of left and didn't really say anything about it. Soul, where are the orange glasses? They the orange glasses are not here just because I am not going to bed after this live stream. I have rehearsal to go to later, so that is why I'm not wearing the glasses. But I do still have them. Editor, this live is super early. It is super early because I have rehearsal tonight for the musical I'm in. So rather than having people wait on me, I showed up early. So we're here. Angel, you do? Okay. Both Ians did. Yeah, Angel, there's one Ian I'm a little more concerned about than the other just because of how that Ian was talking. So I hope they're both okay. I really do. I'm very concerned about the one. Bros, you made an art piece on the table. How can you just clean it off? I don't know. I've never made an art piece on a table, so I don't know. No, where am I from? I'm from the U.S., bro. Where are you from? Rose, wait, yes, whatever you're doing with the ball, wearing a fancy outfit. What? Kata, we remember. Remember me as Kata, but you changed your profile picture. Oh, got it. Well, welcome back, Kata. How you been? Noah, what state? I'm from Indiana. Noah, where you still haven't said where you from yet, though. Ah, darn it. Where'd it go? Can I reach it? Yes. Lock. Thanks. Thanks. You resumed playing tennis after more than 20 years of inactivity. You're excited and a rush to the sales rep at Tennis Point store was like, get the Burn V5, 16 by 19, cheap and decent. However, after playing for some months, you ended up not liking it. Now, after seeing some reviews online, I was like, I want to try the Wilson Clash Pro. So, Locke, here's you. Well, first of all, welcome back to the game. Thanks for stopping by again. You've come back after 20 years. Glad you're back. The thing is, the Wilson Clash 100 Pro, if anything, demo it. Demo that and demo the normal Clash. Because I don't know exactly which burn you have. But for getting back into the game, the burn does really well. Like the person that was working with you said, it's not that expensive. It's very easy to get into. It's a very easy racket just to get back into the game with and to remember your form, get everything moving again. The burn is not typically a racket you're going to stay with forever, as you are finding out. So, with the Clash Pro, that's a much tougher racket to use. Just getting back into the game because of the reasons I mentioned earlier with the string pattern and the weight, and that's majorly it. So, if you're wanting to get a new racket, by all means, go ahead. However, but comma pause for dramatic effect. Be sure to demo the racket first to make sure you even like this one. Because with the burn, you typically don't have a demo option just because it's not as expensive. But with the Clash, you do. So try it, see what you think, and then if you like it, by all means go for it. But if you just go out, buy it, find out you end up hating it, then you typically can't return it. So I wouldn't want you to be out the money from the Wilson Clash and then be stuck with two rackets you don't like, rather than just paying whatever the demo fee is to try it, see if you think it would work for you, love it, and then feel confident in that purchase. That's what I would say to do, buddy. The other question I would have for you is, did you ever get your burn racket restrung? Like, did you ever put new strings in it? Because if it's been a few months and you only started disliking it later, like towards a few months in, you might just need to get the strings. You might just need to get the racket restrung, potentially. Noah, it's Massachusetts over there. Nice, Noah. Welcome. Ezio, what's up? Kata, you've been playing tennis for 5 years. Nice, Kata. That's awesome. Yes. Outfit check at the end. Okay, Rose. You're jealous because you look like a mess. Rose, I was looking like a mess before this. Like, before I took my shower, I looked terrible. And then I took my shower. I was like, all right, I want to look nice today, just because I wanted to look nice for myself. I wanted to feel like I was fancy a little bit. So that's what we doing. Kata, well, you have to go. So bye. Have a great day. Bye, Kata. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. Lock, you've never had a restrung. Okay. That may also be the answer right there. If you end up trying the Clash and you don't like it, but you liked your burn when you first got it, you might just need to restring it. Because depending upon which burn you have, one of the burns, as I mentioned earlier, it just tears through string very easily. So if you have that one, then your string's probably dead. If you don't have that one, your string is probably very close to dead, depending upon what type you have in there. So that is another path or option you have, Lock, when you are looking into either getting a new racket. If the new rackets you want to try don't end up working, you can potentially just go, oh, hey, let's just try restringing what I have and see if that fixes your entire problem. So you got options, buddy. It just depends on what you want to do. Angel, yeah. He was going through stuff. Yeah. Ian was going through some stuff. Not the best times for him. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So here, Lock, thanks for the advice. Would demo the Clash this weekend, see how it goes. I'm excited. Pentel Black, the Burn 5's underperforming aesthetically. Yes, the Burn 5 paint job, terrible. I will agree with you. That all orange, I'm not a fan of. So, if you made it all black, probably looks so much better. I'll agree with you. But, yeah, I'm glad the advice could help. If you have any more questions, let me know. And usually with demos, usually you can take more than one racket at a time, so might as well just take a few, see what you think. But if you only want to take the Clash, just only take the Clash. It's up to you. But yeah, let me know how it goes, man. I'm very curious to see what you end up going with. Rose, that's the worst thing about you. You just can't wear better suspension clothes at home, even if you really want to. Recently, you bought a new jacket for spring, waiting to wear it. Rose, go put it on right now. What do you mean you can't? Well, I like your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. All right. Greetings from Barcelona. Well, Locke, thank you for telling me where you're from. Greetings from the U.S. I've never been to Barcelona. Is Barcelona in the U.S.? If it is, I just look like a complete idiot right there. But we'll see. I don't know. Rose, maybe tomorrow or on the weekend you might go out for coffee as well. Nice, Rose. Very nice. Soul, have I ever been to Europe? No, I have not. The only time I've ever been out of the country, I went to the Bahamas. That was it. All right. So, we got about 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes until the stream is going to end because I have to get ready to leave for rehearsal. I have to make sure I have everything. So, 10-minute warning for everyone that's here. Rose, you have weekend plans finally after over 2 weeks. All right. Very nice. Rose, I'll laugh if I actually told you. Well, Rose, I think I know one of the things you're doing this weekend. I think. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, see? I knew. Cool. All right, cool. And so for the last 10 minutes, co-host Kirby is coming back. He will be helping monitor chat for the last 10 minutes before we head on out of here. Kirby, thanks for being here. Again. Rose, you will get so ready for this. All right, Rose. Most ready you've ever been for anything in your life. Rose, I would hope you've prepared for something more, something other than this more in your life than what? Greetings, Elijah. As I've said, stop calling me that. You don't remember right now because hacks I am. Okay. Elijah, they're going fine. Nothing too crazy. Well, thank you for the compliment, sir. Sorry. Okay. What's up, Taryn? How you doing? Yeah, a few things. If you look back, those were years ago. All right. Elijah, a little bird told you you are a tennis coach? No. I know a lot about tennis gear. I don't know who would be saying I'm a tennis coach. So, do I use shampoo every day? I do not use shampoo every day. Taryn, you're all right. You just wanted to say hi. Nice eyes, by the way. Well, thanks, Taryn. Oh, Taryn, if you're still here, what was that song you recommended to me? It wasn't. I don't remember what his name was. It was just some random guy in, and he was just he was only playing the piano. It was like a 2 to 3 minute song. Was it? What was it? It was some guy that had his own. Is that what it was? No, this one, not that one. This one was a different one. It was before you ever recommended Under the Stars. It was another guy. He was just playing piano. He covered this song, or like he was just playing a piece from one of the movements, but it was just him. Maybe there was a girl with a violin in the video too, but it was one of the very first ones you recommended for me to listen to that I really like, but I just do not remember what the name of it was. My bad. I thought I would remember it. First one you recommended was Rock Symphony number 2. No, wasn't that. Wasn't Dub. What was it? What was it? Wait. Was he playing piano? No, he wasn't. Taryn, he was not playing the piano. He was playing I think he was playing the cello by himself with like a giant cityscape in the back. No, it wasn't Reverie. The guy made the video like within the last few, relatively recently. It's not one of the original composers. I'm blanking right now. What was the best thing you did this year? Going alone to a different city to watch Marty Supreme. You still remember it? Nice. I don't know what Marty Supreme is, but nice. Elijah, that's interesting. How did you do that? Elijah, if you see me at my show, I will say hello to you. Keep saying I'm just waiting for spring and summer to do more things. That's fair. Luke Faulkner. The first one was Rock. Was it Reverie? No. Why do you look clean? Dyson, because I took a shower before this. Taryn, hold on. Table tennis maybe to me. The table tennis movie. Was it good, Rose? I heard about it, but I never actually saw it. Jones, yeah. Elijah, no. That's never happening. Was it Gautier Cabucon? I don't think it was him. No, I haven't been able to find it in the search history because it was a while ago, I think, when you recommended it. To be honest, you can't say whether it was good or not because you don't watch movies enough to consider what's good or bad. That's fair, Rose. I'm kind of the same way. Pavane. I don't think that's it. Was it Luke Pickman? No, it wasn't. It wasn't this guy. This guy was more like, I think he was from, I don't know. He might have been of, I don't know. Your experience, you liked it a lot. You never watched Shaman before this either. You watched it again. Nice, Rose. Wasn't Luke Pickman? Watch Mariah Supreme if you're not watching it for the experience. Elijah. Heck. No. Darn. Okay. All right. Well, hi, Delia. Experience. Luke, why so early today? Taryn, I was early today, and I got to go. Curbster and I both do. We have to go because I have rehearsal tonight, and so I would, rather than having people wait on me tonight, I got to go. I decided to just do this earlier, see how a more early-ish stream would do. And so, yeah. So, I actually have to go now because I have quite a drive ahead of me. But, yes. That is why I was early tonight. Void, you have tenure. Welcome back. Delia, I'm sorry you came back in right at the end. But, yes. I do have to go. Rose, the theory you picked was great. And that was a VIP, but the seats went all the way back. So, laying down, watching it for 2 hours. Well, nice. Goodbye, then. Goodbye, Delia. But, yes. I got to head out of here. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. It means a lot. You took time out of your day to be here with me, be here with Kirby, and to hang out with everyone. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. I hope you all did as well, depending upon how long you were here. And yeah. So, with that being said, thank you all. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And as always, take care.